Like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out of stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told them this was always in the plans. I just did it cause they said I can. Blowing euros when I'm down in France. Labels asking how I build a brand. Told them put a check up in my hands. Boy got time, no cap. Made a few checks, but they all in the raps. Had a few friends, but they suck in the past. I don't even trip when I'm thinking about that. Hopped in the whip and we all in black. Shawty wanna ride till the hop in the back. 0 to 100, seen the rap on the dash. They ain't catching up, dog, I'm moving too fast. I'm in the big leagues. Told them don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in a big league.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I hope everybody's having a great night tonight. You see the title of the video, Miami Dolphins. We want a Super Bowl now. How can we get what we want? Every year, we want a Super Bowl now. And we've been one of the longest running teams that have been unsuccessful doing that. Over 50 years, ladies and gentlemen. And things have to change. It seems like the only thing that has been the same in the last 20 plus years is the fact that we keep changing. We keep changing quarterbacks. We keep changing coaches. We've changed general managers. We've changed lines. We've changed secondaries. We've changed offensive weapons. Change. That's the only thing that's been constant, is that we continue to change. One thing that I do realize is we don't stick with anything long enough. And we stick with some things too long. For some reason, we just can't get right. We can't find that perfect blend to have success. And it's not even just winning a Super Bowl. We can't even get there. We can't get to a championship round. We can't get to a conference round, a divisional round. The highest we've achieved is a wild card round in which we lost. We are the epitome of being at the bottom. And the scariest part of it all is that we've been down so long that we've lowered our expectations and our aspirations. You know what I've heard a lot of in the last few weeks? Well, all we need to do is do this, 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 and this, and we could get to the playoffs. What I'm hearing from a lot of Dolphin fans is the ultimate aspiration is just going to the playoff, even if you lose in the first round, just getting there. And I find myself sitting back, scratching my head, just wondering, maybe my aspirations are just too high and unfair and unrealistic. I want a Super Bowl. But should I be saying forget the Super Bowl? I just want to go to a wild card. Is that what I should be doing? When I get kickback, when I get argument, it sounds like people don't have Super Bowl in mind. They just want to make the playoffs. And I want to ask you all who are here so far, as you hit the like button, by the way, is that what you want? The playoffs? And that's good enough? I'm just curious. I want to know how you feel. Is the ultimate goal just the playoffs? Now, there's always a reason I ask that. Because what people need to realize is there are different ways you can build a team. Number one, I could build a team. I mean, not me per se, but a coach can build a team, an organization can build a team to go to the playoffs every single year and never win. Never, but like this, no. A coach can build a team to go to the playoffs every single year. And the best case scenario is one wild card win in a second round exit every year at best. And those type of teams, this is what they look like over a 20-year span. I missed the playoffs by one game. I missed the playoffs by one game. I missed the playoffs by 2 games. I made the wild card. I lost the wild card. I missed the playoffs by 1 game. I made the wild card. I went to the second round. I lost the second round. I missed the playoffs. I missed the playoffs. I missed the playoffs. Yay, we're back in the playoffs. I lost in the first round. I missed the playoffs, but I'm back again in the playoffs and lost in the first round. I'm back in the playoffs and lost in the first round. I'm back in the playoffs. I lost in the first round. I'm back in the playoffs and lost in the first round. I missed the playoffs. That's one way you could build a team. Best example I have for you with that, it would be teams like the Dallas Cowboys or the Minnesota Vikings. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense, y'all? Does that make sense? But then you have teams that you can build where I missed the playoffs. I missed the playoffs. I made the playoffs. I won in the first round. I lost in the second round. I made the playoffs. I won in the first round and lost in the second round. I made the playoffs. I won in the first round. I won in the second round and lost in the second round. I made the playoffs and went home. I made the playoffs and went home. I made the playoffs and won. I made the playoffs and won the second round. Oh my gosh, I'm in the AFC Championship game. I lost. I just missed the playoffs. I made the playoffs, lost. I made the playoffs again and lost. You see that gradual, that's a little bit more success than the team before them? That's a way you could build a team. Good examples of teams like that would be your current Buffalo Bills and Tennessee Titans. Then you have teams that build a team. I made the playoffs. I won the first round. I won the second round. I'm in the AFC Championship game. I lost. I do it all again. AFC Championship game. I won. I went to the Super Bowl and lost. Same thing again, but this time I lost in the second round. Same thing again. I went to the AFC Championship game, but I lost. Same thing again. I went to the AFC Championship game and I lost. One Super Bowl appearance out of a 10-year span of being highly competitive up there, but just can't get over the top. Just can't get over the top. Example of that, San Francisco 49ers, the Green Bay Packers. That's a perfect example for your last 10 years. And then you can build a team. That's in an AFC Championship game or a Super Bowl almost every single season. And right now, that's the Kansas City Chiefs. That's the, if you want to argue, look like we might be dealing with a future of the Cincinnati Bengals being in that position. But it's not realistic to always do it, but that's what you got. So I give you those 4 examples for a reason. Because for some reason, when I talk to people about how to build the team, nobody is telling me that the way that they would build a team is a slam dunk. It just puts them in the conversation of the first 2 examples I gave you, where we may be able to at least make the playoffs. How do you do it? How do you build a team? How do you build a team that can compete with anyone and has a chance to go to the Super Bowl or the championship round every single year? How do you do it? It sucks because in order to understand how you do it, you have to look at the teams that do it. The teams that are in those 2 categories. And the unfortunate part is they have certain elements to their team that we don't. And I'm not even going to get into it because I ain't trying to have that conversation tonight. They have certain elements on their teams that we just don't. But many people will tell you, you don't have it, but you have to be able to work with what you have. And that's what we've been doing in this new series, building around Tua Tagovailoa. We have to be able to work with what we have and talk about how we could still build a Super Bowl contender. Because, ladies and gentlemen, isn't that the ultimate goal? Not all this other stuff that people talking about. The ultimate goal is a Super Bowl. Nothing less than that. Nothing less than that. Nobody cares how good of a season San Francisco had. They're sitting at home. Nobody cares what Green Bay did, what Tampa Bay did. Nobody cares what Tennessee did. Nobody cares what the Chiefs did. They're sitting at home. Watching. It's about a Super Bowl. Nothing more, nothing less. Because if you could have more, it'll be about that, but you can't. Outside of a dynasty, long-term sustainability. So how do you do it? How do you build that team? And we've been doing the groundwork on a series that we've been running called Build Around Tua Tagovailoa. Literally, come help do it. We've been building the groundwork, trying to figure out this team that we have now. How do we build around it so that we can be in the dance, so we can be having these conversations of potential Super Bowl? And this is what we've come up with, ladies and gentlemen. Let me push this to the side. We have a lot of holes. First off, I want to apologize to some of you all because I had something terribly wrong on this. I didn't know that it was wrong, but I had something terribly wrong that I had to correct. I thought our linebackers were our running backs were under contract. And it turns out I was badly mistaken. We only have one running back under contract. Myles Gaskins is the only running back under contract. Duke Johnson is not under contract, nor is Philip Lindsay. And I don't know how that escaped me, but we don't. And we have $85 million to work with this offseason and 8 draft picks. I think it's 7 because I don't think we have that third round. It was conditional. I'm still waiting on the details to see if we actually will receive it. But this is what we're dealing with. And we're going to do a hypothetical tonight, and I'm going to use you guys as help. This is the rawest form of hypothetical. Because once we get the true salaries and things that these guys are projected, we'll be able to put more factual, accurate information. But as a group, we can come up with a really good ballpark for some of the numbers, okay? We did a priority list on what people would like to see us address in free agency and or the draft. Center being a top priority, right tackle, left defensive end, left inside linebacker, running back, wide receiver, left tackle, tight end. Then your backups starting with QB2 all the way down. This is what we came up with. Now, let me make sure I have this on here the right way. Okay, we're good. Now, with that being said, I want to go ahead and play a game real quick. Not so much of a game, but I want to go ahead and start showing you how it's going to work when we do these streams. And we'll talk about trading Xavier Howard, what that could do for us, the Eric Rose situation to get us some money back, figure this out. But I want to do the first one that we ever do as a group. I haven't even been able to load all the salaries and stuff, but it will look something like this. Offensive free agents. I put the quarterbacks in, how much that they may warrant getting paid. Ryan Fitzpatrick, $10 million, Andy Dalton, $10 million, Cam Newton, 6, Tyrod Taylor, 5. This is what some of these guys may be able to get on the open market coming this year. So I'm going to be loading all of these categories eventually so we can go through and play with the players. Same thing on the defensive side of the ball. That way we have a good guide on all of the players, okay? But here's what I want to do. We say we want to fix this team. This is what we come up with, and we're going to be changing it as we go. But we have center as a top priority. And I really only want to deal in free agents, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I only want to deal in free agents. Does anybody have any centers that you like out there? Anybody know any centers that you like out there? Put it in the comment section because we're gonna go ahead and play with these numbers. Now remember, y'all put this as the highest probability. A lot of people saying Ryan Jensen. I'm pulling up some other data as well, just so you know. All right, so we're looking at center right now. And I'll put it on the screen in just a moment. 2022 free agents update. Is this a joke? Are there only 2 free agent centers this year? This has to be a joke. Are you kidding me, ladies and gentlemen? There are only 2 free agent centers in the entire NFL this offseason. Would y'all believe that? This has to be a mistake. Give me a second. Let me make sure. Y'all give me 1 second. Maybe I'm using the wrong parameters here. Let me double check, y'all. All right. NFL for 2022 NFL free agents. I gotta be using the wrong parameters. So y'all bear with me 1 moment. We'll get down to the bottom of it. All right. So we got unrestricted free agents, all teams, 2022 available, all positions. Let's go down to center, update. Let's see what we get. Okay, yeah, I must have been in something else. I was definitely in the wrong area. Okay, but I'm here now. Okay, so you guys said Ryan Jensen, Kel said center. We'll check him out. Y'all said Ryan Jensen. So the first person y'all said was Ryan Jensen. Ryan Jensen is expected to get an annual salary of about $10 million a year. His market value is a 3-year, $30 million contract. 30,271,000. NFL rank 178, center rank. He's the 9th best center in the NFL, just so you know. Is that who you all were talking about, Jensen? Oh, Kels. Check out Kels too. Let's see. Let's see what we get with Kels. All right. All right. Kels is number 3 on this list. Let's check him out real quick. All right. Kels has a lot of voidable years on his current deal, but he's definitely going to be going up in pay. He basically made an average. They had a lot of voidable years. They wanted to save a lot of money. 1 year, $9 million was the restructure. Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to get projected amounts for him. Snaps, game started, game average. Yeah, he one of the best in the league. I mean, he's gonna be. Let me see. Look at the salary. Yeah, this guy is gonna be just as much. It looks like if you want one of the best centers in the league, you're gonna be spending about $10 million. $10 million. But I still have to ask you all: is that what you looking for? Is that what you're looking for? Ryan Jensen or one of those guys at the center position? Only one 30 years old or younger. Jensen is the only one younger. So let's play this game, okay? Let me just put Jensen in here, right? And if I spell it wrong, oh well. All right. Let's put 10 million. All right. All right. So you see this number over here is dropping that balance. Now, right tackle. Right tackle. What are we talking about? Now we're not operating out of trades, Ronnie, because 31 other teams may want to trade for Ruiz. Nothing is going to guarantee that we can get him. That's why I don't deal in trades when we talk mock, because 99.9 times out of 10, we never trade for who everybody say, oh, let's just trade for Ruiz. Let's just trade for this. We don't deal in trades. We deal in who's available. Jordan Milata. All right. Well, we'll come back and we'll play around with it. But right now we talking Jensen for 10 million, right? What about the right tackle? What are we talking about on the right tackle? What do y'all think? Are we going big on the right tackle, or are we getting the middle of the road guy? Are you getting a $20 million guy, or are you getting you a $10 million guy? Right tackle, Armstead. Okay, I'm asking. Y'all tell me. Tell me what you think. Let me know in the comment section. What would you do at the right tackle position? I say go big. 3 million, Lord. You might keep Austin. Morgan Moses, $10 million guy. Any names? Any names for that $10 million guy? Let me throw out some names. All right. Undrafted free agents. Available positions, right tackle. We're going to go right tackle. All right. All right, we got about 9 right tackles available this offseason as unrestricted free agents. Well, this can't be right either. Oh, he's a left tackle. That's right. We're just going right tackle. All right. Trenton Brown, Jermaine Effetti, Morgan Moses, Mike Rimmers, Bobby Massey, Ty Nisiki, Dennis Kelly, Josh Wells, Bobby Hart. Any of those? Trent Brown, Moses. Y'all let me know. Trent Brown or Moses? Let me look at their costs first. Let me look at Trent Brown and Moses' cost. Trent Brown is going to cost you in free agency. He's going to be, it's loading now. Trent Brown going to be $10.5 million. He's the 8th best right tackle in the league right now. So Trent Brown, 10.5. If you go with Morgan Moses, he's going to cost you around 7.7 million, and he's the 14th best right tackle right now. 14th best. So which one of those guys would you prefer, Morgan or Trent? Morgan or Trent? Let me know in the comment section. Hunt at right tackle. Well, again, he's played so much right guard. We're leaving him there for now until McDaniels come change that format. So all y'all saying Morgan. Okay, Morgan Moses was 7.7 million. We got a 31-year-old right tackle, 8 years experience. All right. 7.7. Oh no, I'm adding extra zeros. That'd be bad business. All right. Moses. All right. There you have it. I like that. I like that y'all bargain shopping right now. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Now we got left defensive end. Let's go look at some defensive ends, man. We got pass rushers. Pass rushers. Let's see what we get. Defensive ends. All right. You got Dante Fowler, Calais Campbell, John Pierre Paul, Akeem Hicks, Jerry Hughes, Mario Addison, Jadeveon Clowney, Emmanuel Ogbah, William Golston, and so forth and so on. Any names that y'all know in specific? I'm taking any names. Y'all want to re-sign Ogbah? So let me see what they say Ogbah is going to be. What will they say Ogbah's market will be? They have it at 10.1 million. See, this is where it's going to get difficult. I think Ogbah is going to get more. I think his numbers were reflected on the system that was played, and he's going to be valued a lot more if he's just a primary edge rusher coming on every down. Because even on this, they have him ranked 21st on defensive ends. They don't even have him top 20. They have him with the defensive end rank of 21st in the league. So y'all want to keep Ogbah? And now that's a bargain if you can get him for 10.1. Let's put it in. Ogbah stays home. 10.1. Oh, let's add another 0. All right. I likes it. Now, here's where it gets tough because a lot of people, let me see if we got some football heads in here because we're about to do left inside linebacker. We're about to do the left inside linebacker. So inside linebacker, they don't have right or left, so they could be interchangeable at times. All right. They don't have the average on here, but they have great inside linebackers get about 9 million. Average is about 5, and low is about 3 or less. But you got Dante Hightower, Jared Davis, Jayon Brown, AJ Johnson, Christian Kirksey. Let me see if y'all got some names for me. Quan Alexander. Ooh, is he available? Yeah, he is. Quan Alexander is available for the Saints. Okay. He was on a 1-year deal. See what that was about. He'll be about 28 around that time. Quan is pretty much going back to prominence. He's going to be like a $7 million guy, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Let me make sure. Let me double check these numbers. Y'all bear with me one moment. Twins last year, half the game. Tackles, solo, assist. No. He'll be like he's going to be a lot less. He's going to be like $3 million. It might be a really good look. Any other names? Bostic. And there's a lot. Jayon Brown, Quan Alexander, 5 million. He's gonna be between 3 and 7. It just depends. You know, he only played 12 games last year. He looks like he'll be like an $8 million guy, but since he didn't play as many games due to injury, it'll probably reduce it a little bit. Somebody said Ogletree. Man, it's a lot of linebackers, y'all. Oh, wait, linebackers. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just making sure I filter it. Free agents like winning teams. Yeah, we know, but if you can get middle of the road guys, we'll be all right. All right, so put your last vote in the comment section on a linebacker that you like. Linebackers, there's plenty and cheap. Yeah, but if you're going to really get a run stopper and a dog, you're probably going to spend about at least $5 million. At least $5 million. Quan Davis, Brown. Jayon Brown. Man, I'm surprised Tennessee would let him walk. He been very valuable over there. Oh, and he got voidable years on the contract, so he worth even more. All right, let's just go Brown for down. All right, Brown. We're going to put him right at 5. All right, we're getting somewhere. Running backs, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have none on the roster. All we got is Myles Gaskins. Running backs. We don't have any on the roster. All we have is Myles Gaskins, okay? So we need a starting running back. So give me some names that you like. Who you want? Who we got available? Melvin Gordon, David Johnson, Jalen Richard, Leonard Fournette, Philip Lindsay, Cordero Patterson, Raheem Mostert. He might be coming to Miami anyway. Mostert. Rashad Penny, James White, Sony Michel, Marlon Mack. It just goes on and on. We're not doing trades, bro. We're not doing trades. And why y'all want to bring in a running back who had those type of injuries, man? You be sitting here, see, y'all keep on trying to do a hopeful roster all you want. TD, think I could get my mod back, brother? I'm one of the good ones. LOL. Devin Sir just comment in the regular comment section, and I'll put you down. Salute the Sloth. I missed his donation. He said, I'm sick of having such a trash offense. We need to use all our money to beef up the offense. I'm pretty happy we're getting an offensive coach that'll hopefully open this playbook and get us going. Our defense needs help. I agree with you, man. You ain't got no debates over here. You know how I feel. I need y'all to help me out with a running back. Give me somebody. I'm going to take the first one I see in succession. Put them in the comment section. Give me some running backs. Who we got at running back? Let me know in the comment section. Fournette, Sony Michel, Edmund is a beast. Penny, y'all are spread all over the place at running back. Everybody giving different names. Duke and Lindsay. Yeah, but we still going to need another one. Who's going to be your primary back, your number one? Deontay Foreman, Connor, Fournette, F. Wilson, Fournette, Patterson. And y'all got to remember this too. We're going to be a running team more than anything. And also, Mike McDaniels is going to be running that ball on the outside a lot. I don't know if y'all noticed, but they love stretching it too. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think he's going to bring in Raheem Mostert because he already know his job. He know what to do. He already knows what he needs to do. I think that's what's going to end up happening. But the problem is, how much is he going to cost? How much is he going to cost? Remember, he's coming off of an injury. I would like most. Remember, another guy coming off an injury, though. Patterson, Simeon keeps putting Patterson, then Mac. Our team might be. Let me see. Most are going for the cheap. Yeah, cheap still gonna be probably like 3.5. Stick with Duke. I mean, we're not saying we're not sticking with Duke, but here we're talking about running back one. I can't. I keep trying to tell y'all, Dolphin fans, don't get all crazy about Duke just because of 2 games of 100 yards. I mean, we treating him like he had 2 games of 200 yards. 2 games of 100 yards, and we going crazy about Duke. And how old is Duke Johnson? I mean, you got to think about all this stuff. Somebody said Fournette is number 1. Let me see how much Fournette gonna cost. In the open market, $6.1 million. Okay. Fournette. No, here we go. We're gonna go Fournette, man. And we got enough Fournettes. 6 1. And that don't mean we ain't keeping Duke. Duke is just number 2 up. We'll get down there. But we had to put our starting running back. All right. Now, wide receiver. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do at wide receiver? What we doing at wide receiver, y'all? This the interesting one. And hit that like button. Punch that like button. Fuller for $5 million. Oh man, Charles said nothing at wide receiver. What are you talking about? We only got 4 wide receivers, man. No, we got 3 wide receivers under contract, bro. We only have 3 wide receivers under contract, pretty much. Please don't tell me you want to stick with the guys that we have and that's it. What do you want to do at wide receiver, man? Remember, this is building around Tua. We trying to eliminate excuses. We are trying to eliminate excuses. I see some of y'all saying Calvin Ridley. That could be very expensive. Let me pull up the wide receivers real quick. Let me pull up these. Okay, wide receiver updates. All right, here's what you got. You got Allen Robinson, Chris Godwin, Devontae Adams, Will Fuller, Jamison Crowder, T.Y. Hilton, Juju Smith-Schuster, Emmanuel Sanders, A.J. Green, Sammy Watkins, Keelan Cole, Mike Williams, Zach Pascal. There's a lot of values estimated on these guys for wide receivers. Mac Hollins on here. And we're talking about your number 1 receiver, by the way. We're talking about bringing in a true number 1 receiver. Put it in the comment section. Who should it be? We're building around Tua. There's no excuse after this. We've given him everything. What is the receiver that we should be going to get? Looks like Godwin is leading the way so far. I'm going to wait on a few more votes. Godwin is leading the way. Waddle ain't the number 1 receiver. Waddle is your slot gadget guy. He can line up anywhere. That's not a number 1 receiver. A number 1 receiver is a true receiver that's a threat doing everything. We know Waddle runs routes well. We know Waddle gets open all over the field. But when it's tight coverage and you need a 50-50 ball, that ain't your Waddle. When you're talking in certain situations, your true number 1 receiver has to be that guy, man. A bigger guy. Adams, man, y'all talking crazy money. Godwin's still leading the way. Mike Adams, Calvin Ridley, but if he even comes back to play, And Calvin Ridley, that's a trade. We're not talking trades, all right? And we don't even know if that man's going to play. Everybody's making that assumption. Oh, he stepped away from football. They may not keep him. Go get him. Okay, if you can get him. And 31 other teams might want to go get him. So I'm not even considering Calvin Ridley. That's another pipe dream that everybody would love to have, but 99.9% chance that it won't happen. Mike Williams, Juju, Mike Evans. So we got Godwin and Mike Evans leading the way right now. Y'all pick between Mike Evans and Godwin. Put it in the comment section. Which would you rather, Godwin or Mike Evans? Put it in the comment section now. Godwin or Mike Evans? Put it in the comment section now. Which one you want? Godwin or Mike Evans? Evans, Godwin. Godwin, hands down. And we're only doing this as a mock right now, guys. Going forward, I'm going to be bringing people on. We're going to be bringing people on to do their own super chat. TD, did I miss one? Did I miss another super chat? Oh, Fournette, Lindsey, Calvin, and Devontae Adams. Calvin who? Who are you talking about? My bad, y'all. Let me see. All right, man. It looks like we're going to go Godwin. Somebody said, oh, not Mike Evans. I don't know why I was saying Mike Evans. I think I was meaning to say Mike Williams. So we're going Godwin, man. Let me look at the market value for Godwin, though. Godwin's going to cost $18.1 million. $18.1 million. $18.1 million. There you have it. TD, they're going to flip the entire wide receiver room with the exception of Waddle, Bolden, and maybe Wilson. This is going to be rebuild within a rebuild. I agree, but that's what we pretty much have. Waddle, Bolden, and Parker. So we'll see what they do with Parker. You only save $3 million cutting Parker. That's why they're trying to trade him. I don't know if I reported that to y'all, but they're trying to trade Parker, by the way. They were having a lot of conversations at the Senior Bowl, trying to get some filler outs with other GMs and stuff on Parker. Anyway, here comes the big kahuna, man. Left tackle. What are we going to do at the left tackle position? The Titans game was a blizzard, not to a fall. Oh, my Jesus. What are we going to do to left tackle? Who we want at left tackle, man? Let me pull up who we got at left tackle. Let's see who's going to be available at left tackle. That's one of the most expensive positions in the NFL. Go hard or go home. All right, left tackles. Oh, well, let me hit update. All right, here we go. We got Nate Solder, Cam Robinson, Teron Armstead, Dwayne Brown, Eric Fisher, Riley Reif, Cornelius Lucas, Jason Peters, and Julian Davenport. Julian Davenport, y'all. Who we getting? Who we getting at left tackle? There aren't many available. That is all you have. There are only 9 left tackles that's going to be available. 9 left tackles that'll be available. Put it in the comment section. Who would you want at left tackle in free agency? Julian Davenport, right tackle. And that ain't what he playing now. He listed as a left tackle now. Armstead, man. Y'all know how much this man gonna cost. Let's put it in there. Y'all want to do it? Let's put it in there. Armstead. Let's see how much he gonna be. Armstead. Let's do it. Here we go. His market value is gonna be $23.9 million. Might well bring Tunsil back. 23.9. Y'all asked for it. All right. So I wanted to start right here, and here's why. Okay. I wanted to start right here. Somebody said, hold on. Let me look at this. That one more option for y'all. Give me a second. Move that over. All right, we good. We got that. All right, all those moves are bad. They can be bad, but here's the point that I'm trying to make to some people. Honestly, y'all went cheap early on. I mean, you got a really good center, but you saved some money at the right tackle position. You didn't go big time. You just went, middle of the road. You went middle of the road with the defensive end by keeping Ogba. He's the 21st ranked DN in the league. So he's not even top 10. So you save money by bringing him back. Left inside linebacker, we saved money. We went in the middle of the road and got Brown. You got middle of the road running back in Fournette. You ain't spend buku money. You got one of the top receivers. You wanted to put your money there, and you got a top left tackle. So I like to say that you did it fair. Like you saved money in a lot of areas, and you spent on some of your primary areas. But the issue that we're going to run into when we're doing this exercise every time is, look, you got $4.1 million left over, and look at all the players that you still need to fill the roster with. I want y'all to look at all these players. 3, 6, 9, 12, 16 players you still got to fill the roster with. 16. And you got $4 million, which you can't do. Let me do this real quick, because I think this will be fair. Hold on, let me see. M23. Let me make sure we drag this down. Just making sure my formulas are straight. Let me do this real quick. I want to go 1 million real quick. Let me show y'all something. Copy. I'm going to zoom this all the way up. Strong left side linebacker 2. Let's stop right here. All of these players going to be $1 million. Pretty much, right? All those players down there will pretty much be $1 million. And we're negative. And we're negative money. These linebacker range. Let me do this too. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna put second string guys. Let's just say it's 2 million. That way we ain't gotta, copy. I think all the way up to nose tackle right here. Those are $2 million guys. And we're just playing around with the numbers right now. Some of them could be a little more expensive. Some of these guys could be more, but we ain't got to worry about finding these players, okay? We don't have to waste our time trying to find these players. But I'm going to remove cornerback 4. I got to remove that. Running back 3 is about right. Nose tackle 2. It's going to be about right. Linebackers, all of this stuff is about right. Tight end 3 is about right. Free safety 2. We're going to leave it as is, but I got to leave quarterback 4 because that's probably going to be a little bit more than what we're showing right now. Okay? We're at negative 12 million, and we still got about 5 positions that we need to fill, and we're negative. This is why we're going to have to come back up here and make adjustments, y'all. We're going to have to come up here and make some adjustments. It's just the reality. Somebody say trade X. Yeah, you get 15 back, but who you going to replace them with? I mean, we could go all those scenarios. We could trade X, add 15 million on, and go like positive 3.1 million, but who you going to replace them with? So now we're talking about really having a decreased defense. And you still got to fill the rest of these. But let's finish. I want to finish, though. I want to finish. Tight end. Did we talk about no? Did we talk about a tight end, y'all? Is there any tight ends that you want to bring in as your number one tight end? Because we ain't re-signed Gesicki yet, or are we re-signing Gesicki? I need to hear from y'all in the comment section. What you gonna do about the tight end position? We still ain't even talk about our starter there. Talk to me. What we gonna do with tight end? OJ Howard. A lot of people keep bringing him up. Let me look at what is his market value going to be. OJ Howard is going to be 2.2 million. So we going to cut Gesicki and go OJ Howard? A lot of people have been bringing, let's do it. Let's do it. OJ, because honestly, that's one of the bargain moves you definitely want to make because I think he'll be very productive for us. All right, 2.2 million. What about your backup quarterback? What about the backup quarterback? Have we decided on that yet? What we're going to do? Let me type in quarterback. Look at free agents. We got Ryan Fitzpatrick, Andy Dalton, Cam Newton, Tyrod Taylor, Jameis Winston, Jacoby Brissett, Teddy Bridgewater, Marcus Mariota, Joe Flacco, Mitchell Trubisky, Tim Boyle, Blaine Gabbert, Chad Henne, Brandon Allen, Mike McGlinnan, A.J. McCarron, Geno Smith, Colt McCoy, Chase Daniels, Brian Hoyer, Josh Dobbs, Trevor Siemian, Sean Manion, and I don't know who that is. Who's the backup? Jameis Winston? Is that what y'all saying? Jameis, famous Jameis? Let me see. Jameis Winston gonna be about $5.5 million, y'all. Jameis Winston gonna be $5.5 million. Trubisky's gonna be about 3.5 to 4. Mariota is gonna be around 4.5. I mean, you got to get somebody that can probably help you win 2 out of 4 games if your quarterback get hurt. Y'all say Jameis Winston? Let's just go with it. And I hate that because Winston might end up starting. Gosh, 5.5 million. Oh, it ain't looking good. All right, so running back number 2. If we brought in Fournette at number 1, number 2, who is your number 2 running back? Duke Johnson or Phillip Lindsay? Let's just operate as if one of those guys will be our number 2. Who is it, Duke Johnson or Phillip Lindsay? Let me see if they in here. All right, so Phillip, hold on. All right, running backs. Lindsay is up in here. He's gonna. Lindsay look like he may be worth a little more. Like, so Lindsay is pretty much 3.5 million. Where's Duke Johnson? Why is Duke not in here? Maybe he's a restricted free agent, and I need to see what that tender costs. Duke, Lindsey. Y'all give me a second. I need to look up Duke Johnson. I need to look up his numbers here because he was $1 million last year. Verify reports. Yeah, look like Duke may get a raise. Career earnings, transactions. Yeah, they're not giving me any details on it yet, so I'll keep my eye on it. But I will say he probably will be somewhere around 2.5 million. But we need to fill out this running back too. Right now, here's what we'll do. We'll go 2.5 between Duke Johnson and Phillip Lindsay. Let me just go Lindsay. And Johnson will be 3. I'm just putting it that way for now. 2.5 and 3.5. It's pretty much what they would get. And Gaskins is RB4 if we maintain him. He already on this roster, so he's already accounted for. Now, cornerback 3. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but I want y'all to look at the cornerback situation. We don't have a backup to X outside of Noah, so just say Noah. Nick Needham is not signed, but he is restricted. But you also have the right side cornerback. Nobody's behind Byron Jones, and we don't have a nickel. And I'm gonna tell you now, I'm just gonna put Needham. Save us some time. For $5 million. He might even get more. I don't know. We'll see. But and Coleman is CB4. That's what I'm putting for now. And Coleman, I mean, it might even be the same, man. Coleman is the number 4. Trill ain't under contract, and Trill ain't passing Coleman or Needham after what they've done. You can't trade Needham because he ain't under contract. And then who you gonna bring in to replace him? And the guys played great football. But here's the point of it all. We done filled the roster, right? And we're negative 33.6. We're negative $33.6 million filling the roster we want to fill. And here's the issue you have. You can't make no changes down here with the 1 and 2 millions. These guys, this ain't making real money change. The only way you make real money change is you coming up into some of these higher paid free agents. Or what you gonna do? Trade X to get 15 back, but you still got to replace the position with somebody at least solid, which ain't gonna be cheap. You still gonna be trying to find a guy that at least you gonna pay $10 million to be comparable, not even as good, but just comparable. So to save $5 million, or Eric Rowe, go ahead and move on from strong safety and save 4.5. Maybe that's an option, but you still got to replace that. And if you do replace it, it's probably going to be a $2 million guy. So you'd be saving $2.5 million. So between trading X and bringing another guy in at maybe around 10, which saves you about $5 million, and bringing in another guy for Rowe, which will save you about 2.5, that's about 7.5 million that you could save, putting you around 26, 27 million that you steal over. And with that being said, even 26 million, where are you going to save the money at? Where are you going to save the money at? You gonna get rid of Parker and save $3 million to get 29? I mean, well, bring it down to 23 negative, but you still got to replace another receiver that you probably got to pay 3, so it really ain't no savings. That's why you might as well keep Parker. So I want to hear from some of y'all in the comment section. Somebody said Armstead, Godwin, Fournette, and can go, paying too much for all 3. Okay, let's go big bucks. Armstead, right? Hold on. The homie said, TD, I think D'Ernest Johnson can replace Fournette. Okay. How much is D'Ernest Johnson? How much do you think D'Ernest Johnson gonna cost? Just curious. I'm trying to figure out who is D'Ernest Johnson. Did you mean David Johnson? James, you meant David Johnson? Because you wrote D'Ernest. Am I missing something? Who is D'Ernest? Played for the Browns. Okay, let me see if I can find. Is he a free agent? Because I don't see a free agent by the name of D'Ernest Johnson. And I don't think he's a free agent. Third string back. You're talking about somebody who you would have to trade for. We're talking about guys who are free agents. You can't guarantee a trade. So where would y'all? I need y'all help. Where you want to save money on here? How do we save money on here? How do we get from negative 33 to get our books in order? Restricted free agent. Then you can't count on him either. He restricted. Armstead. Okay. What we talk about? Armstead, left tackle. So we already bringing down Tua's protection. Let's see. Offensive line, left tackle. Who we going to get? If we're not going to get Armstead, then who are we getting? Who are we getting? There's only 9 free agent left tackles. Nate Solder, Cam Robinson, Armstead, Dwayne Brown, Eric Fisher, Riley Reef, Cornelius Lucas, Jason Peters, Julian Davenport. Who is it going to be? Somebody said Dwayne Brown. Let me take a look at Dwayne. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Dwayne Brown. So y'all trying to bring in a 37-year-old left tackle and give him a fresh new deal for a few years. Or we talking about a 1-year rental? Which one is it here, y'all? What are we doing? You think the Miami Dolphins looking for a 37-year-old left tackle? And I understand some of the same can be said about the other guy, but man, I appreciate you giving Tua weapons and O-line help, TD. But when there's hurricane force winds like the Titans game, what's he supposed to do? Hey, that ain't on us. That's the question. We have no idea. But everybody feel like we can still win a Super Bowl with him. Not everybody, but people that are saying, so let's build around him. I don't know what he's supposed to do after you get him the weapons and everything and the hurricane still comes. When you get him an O-line and you get him run game, when you get him that's out of my control. I just want to be able to have zero excuses so that we can figure this out. All right, Cam Robinson. All right, y'all say Cam Robinson. Let me see what his value is going to be this offseason. Cam Robinson going to be 16.8. Okay, let's trade him. Robinson. That'll save some money. 16.8. $16.8. All right, we still got negative $26 million. Where you want to cut money from? Godwin at receiver? I mean, y'all tell me. Where you want to cut the money? We are 2-0. We are everything expect us. All right. Hey, where else? Where else can we save some money here? Godwin got to go. Center and wide receiver. Let's start with the wide receiver. Okay, if you don't get Godwin, who you gonna get? Y'all do realize if you don't go get a Godwin or somebody up there like that, you're bringing back virtually the same receiving core. Let's make sure that we understand that. If you go get anybody any less, technically you're bringing in roughly the same receiving core. But let's do it. Give me a wide receiver that you want to replace Godwin with. Everybody in favor of Juju? I'm hearing a lot of Jujus. Y'all want Juju? Maybe this will work. Y'all want Juju? Is that who you want? Let me see what y'all saying. Getting a lot of Jujus. Let me see. I want to go look up his money, though. All right, let me see here. Y'all give me a second. Looking it up. I'm just trying to see how much he'll cost. Y'all give me one moment. Stop saying Calvin Ridley, man. The man ain't even a free agent. We're talking about free agents only, okay? I want y'all to consider Chark as well. That may be a good potential. The only thing I found is Juju may be. Let's see. Juju may be. Is that right? Yeah, $12 million a year. He took a 1-year, $8 million deal with Pittsburgh, but he's looking for a multi-year deal. But he's coming off of an injury, and that's too dangerous, man. I'm sorry, I can't. Come on, y'all. Y'all really want to bring in a guy for $12 million who's coming off of injuries? He did a prove it to me deal for $8 million, but wasn't able to prove it because of the injury. And even if he was still $8 million, do y'all realize we bringing in a guy fresh off of injury? I don't know, man. I think y'all need to reevaluate that Juju stuff. Let me see. Because you at least want you got still again. Let me read them again. Allen Robinson, Chris Godwin, Devontae Adams, Will Fuller, Jamison Crowder, T.Y. Hilton, Juju, Emmanuel Sanders, A.J. Green, Keelan Cole, Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, Zach Pascal, Albert Wilson, and everything under that. Y'all already know. Odell will be available. I ain't see that. Christian Kirk. Well, actually, yeah, you got some good ones down here. Robinson, DeMarcus. Yeah, you actually got some decent receivers. DJ Chark, all of these guys. Let's see what Chark will cost. I'll continue to look at what y'all say in the comment section. Mike Williams, Crowder. All right, Chark is going to be 12 million. Chark is going to be 12 million. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to help me. Figure something out. Chark ain't on a prove it deal. Chark looks like he can get a 4-year, $48 million contract right now, is what they're projecting. $12 million a year. And they're talking about guarantees. Well, they don't have the guarantees on here. of what he could get. But yeah, Chark is going to get a 4-year deal. So let's, but we can keep going. Let's just switch him with Chark, okay? For $12 million. All right, now we are what? Negative 20 million. We're getting there, but we still ain't there. Come on, y'all. Let's save some more money. Where should we look? Where should we look to save some money? $20 million. I want y'all to see how hard this is to build and have, now I ain't going to say perfect, but really good stuff all around Tua. Where should we go now to save some money? Somebody said Brian Allen, besides Jensen. How much is Brian Allen going to cost? Do you know? I'll try to find it, but let's see. That's the center position. One moment, y'all. Let's see something. Let's see here. I don't see. Oh, Brian Allen. Let's see here. 28. Got some youth. Coming fresh off of his rookie deal with the Rams. Contract. The only problem is I don't see an estimated salary for Brian Allen. Move Trill. Center. Yeah, I'm at center, but who's gonna be the center? Who's gonna be at center? And remember, you need guys who can actually help the run game. I know y'all want to bargain things out now because you have to. But remember, we still want to be able to run the ball to alleviate stuff on pressure off of Tua. Let me see here. Somebody said Ted Karras instead of Tua. Man, we bringing Ted Karras back, the New England backup. We're gonna bring the backup who was already in Miami and who was a backup in New England to start again. Come on, man. Are we serious about that right now? Y'all really gonna be complaining about Tua? What do y'all remember 2 years ago? One of the main names they were complaining about wasn't taking care of Tua. That every time they hike the ball, the center getting pushed backwards. Like, come on, we building around Tua now because the money getting tight. Don't go bargain shopping now, because I feel like some of y'all just want to see Tua play. And what's around him, you want as best as possible, but it don't matter. If that's all you can get, oh well, I just want to see him play. No, I'm trying. The reason why I'm doing this exercise, because I really want to see how we can build around Tua. And I'm not even going to play games and entertain the Ted Karras that y'all were complaining about 2 years ago as one of the main reasons Tua struggled. Come on, man. All right, man. Like I said, anybody else want to take a crack at it? You know what? Let's do this. Let's erase Jensen. Let's erase center. And let's just put Dieter at center. Let's just hypothetically say we're going to keep one of our old linemen at center. Okay? Now, that also means he's under contract. So we'll need one more backup let's just say $1 million guy at center, right? Let's just do that, right? Let's save some money and just keep Dieter, okay? For all the crap Greer gets, he did give us a lot of cap to work with and made this stream possible. To a degree, it's a lot of cap, but we got a lot of holes, and that's on Greer. We got too many holes. That cap ain't nothing because we had too many holes to fill. It looks like you got a lot of cap, but you got a lot of people you gotta sign. So now we're negative 11.4. I just helped us out. I said, Dieter, come on, man, be the guy. We're just going to protect Tua's outside. We're going to take care of his right tackle and his left tackle. And I think that's fair. If we go any cheaper on the line, then what's the purpose of building around Tua? Somebody said Ogbah will get 15. Yeah, but right now the things say 10. We're going to play like that because I don't want to hurt people's feelings and get them really stressed out. But now I'm still want to understand, does anybody know where we can save $11.4 million? Does anybody? Whew, I messed up, y'all. I messed up, though. I didn't even put the $10 million for draft picks. Let me go 11. I didn't even put the money that we're going to have to put aside for draft picks. And let's play this game. This might help us. Who could we draft in the first round to replace one of these salaries? Maybe that'll help us. Who could we draft in the first round that might replace one of these salaries? It should be a starter, a guy we want to bring in to start. I don't like in the right tackle or left tackle in the first round because you're not going to get the best one. Who can we get in the first round? What position? Tell me now, what position in the first round on here should we just draft in the first round? And maybe we could save some money. Maybe. We'll already put the 10 million in, so we may. Put it in the comment section. Hurry up. Give me your position. Give me your position. I'm going to go with the masses. Give me your position. Running back, linebacker, wide receiver. Running back, running back, running back. We got a lot of running backs, y'all. So listen, what we're going to do, we're not going for that. We're going number 29. And we're going to take this out because I already took 10 million out from salaries. Okay. Second round pick, number 50. Maybe a starter, maybe not. I'm at number 50. What position at number 50? Corner or linebacker? Ooh, that ain't gonna save us that much money. All these people saying wide receiver, but this is our wide receiver one. So we gonna replace Chark with a second round wide receiver? A second rounder? Is that what we're gonna do? I'm with it. I'm just asking. What, you gonna get a second round left tackle to start? Come on, man. I mean, we should be tired of that mess. We talk about building around Tua. We got to stop with these projects. Didn't y'all say you want some veterans on the O-line? You still ain't got no veterans outside of now you got 2 veterans. You might want to keep those veterans. You want to go get a number 50 and you still got a young line? No. These are the things that they say was the problem. Defensive end at number 50? Really? I think I need to help y'all out with this one. I may need to help y'all out with this one. Some of y'all may not like it, but this is what I'm going to do with the number 50 pick. I'm going to go get me another quarterback. You ain't got to pay one of those high paid backups. I'm going to go get another quarterback and let him compete. A nice little project just in case. Somebody say this is the best O-line class you playing. It's the best O-line class until you get into the 30s. like you could be like, man, there's 8 great old linemen, bro. Are you kidding me? And then in the first round, all 8 of them go because it's a loaded lineman class. Did you not notice in free agency for left tackle you had 9, and for right tackle you had like 10? In every other position you had like 30? Teams always gonna draft left and right tackles in the first round. And then you talk about another young person to start. Wasn't the issue before you should never have that many young people on the O-line? I think you go get Malik at 50 and save your money from that backup quarterback because you should be investing in a backup and or competing starter anyway. Somebody says save 16 mil. So you would literally go at number 50 and get a left tackle to save the 17 mil, by the way. And you don't know if this guy going to be the guy, and Tua needs everything around him to prove that he's the guy. That's unfair to Tua. Another young guy that you don't know if he's going to be great or not. 4 young guys still on a rookie deal on the O-line. And then we complain in the middle of the season talking about, man, these offensive linemen, even though they need an opportunity to grow. No. Now, I don't think we're going to have this 3rd round pick. It was a conditional pick. The conditions weren't disclosed, but something I read say we may not be getting it. And then when you go 4th round on, I'm gonna leave those alone because that's really just filling in some of this depth down here that you hoping. Your 4th round picks is really filling in depth that you hope that you can get. So we're still negative 10 million almost, and we got to find a way to save $10 million. I'm gonna stop right here. I think we've gone long enough. We could keep trying to figure it out, and we will keep playing with it days and days and days and listening to people's suggestions and what they would do. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking at this roster. I will be looking at this roster, right? Let me ask y'all, when y'all look at this roster, even the way it is, and we're over by 10 million, and we got to figure out a way to save some more money. And maybe we do have to dig into the left tackle and save money. Maybe we do have to go to the defensive end and get a middle of the road guy and save money. Maybe those 2 positions is what gets us under. But when you look at this roster and what we did with the additions, how much better did this team get? Even like this, is this a Super Bowl team? Just curious. I don't know. Is this a Super Bowl team? How much better did we get? A little. I think we got a little better. We got some more protection on the edges. Running back, we don't know. We're going to draft one. We got an inside linebacker. I like Brown. But to me, he was the same equivalence of who is that we Bernard McKinney to me that we cut. Ogbaw's back, so we didn't get better, just older. We stayed the same at center. We got DJ Chark at wide receiver. I don't see the major upgrade. Just another guy, a weapon. I mean, he's a good receiver, but we always get tons of those. Tight end, I do like the OJ move. But Gesicki still, I think you still regressed. Gesicki's better, but OJ is a good fill-in. So we kind of took a step back. We got a project quarterback as the backup. You kept Lindsey, Needham, Coleman, all these people. I mean, did we really get that much better? Where's my upgrades on here? The two edges of the O-line, the linebacker and Brown, but that overall unit ain't getting that much better. Chark, another weapon. If Fuller was healthy, same equivalence, but he wouldn't. But hey, this is what we're gonna be doing for a few weeks, man. And going forward, I'll be bringing people on, giving me their scenarios. What would they do? Inside linebacker is an upgrade. I agree, but the whole unit ain't. I mean, it slightly is. Let's put it like that. It slightly is, because here's part of the issue. This is a team that we just built without Elandon Roberts because we wanted to save money. Because Elandon Roberts probably going to be about a little bit more than the $2 million I put on here now. Vince Beagle, that doesn't include him. He's not under contract. Duke Riley's not under contract. Sammy Guavin isn't under contract. You see what I'm saying? We would just be replacing those guys with minimum dollar guys, as you see I did over here in the back end. Now, we could put those guys back in, but we'll probably have to increase all of their salaries by $1 million. Then we're back in debt, and we got to figure out somewhere else to save that money. A lot of different ways, man. Let me remove this. But let me erase all these, man. But this is what you got to think about, y'all. This is where we are. $85 million. What are we going to do? Byron's cap hit is too big. Well, he's still under contract. The dead cap will hurt you. The dead cap will hurt you. So, I mean, it ain't wise to try to trade. But y'all see the issue that we may run into. Y'all see what the issues may be. We got a lot of holes, and we got $85 million, and we can make some noise, but how much better can we really make this roster? Because this is building around Tua. Somebody told me earlier, well, TD is building around Tua, but you act like if you brought Watson in and took on his $45 million, that it would be any better. Simple, ladies and gentlemen. Watson's here, which he's actually a $35 million cap hit because they still got to eat the dead. You save about $8 million on Tua. That's a $28 million reduction on this. And what do? You leave that freaking O-line the same. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to be able to elude a lot more, deal with it, and make plays behind it, just like Joe Burrow did. So I ain't got to worry about no $17 million tackles and all of that. I'm going to go right on the defensive side of the ball, and I'm going to make sure that stays stout, and I'm going to go get one or two more weapons and maybe one lineman, and I am done. I'm bringing back all of these linebackers for the cheap. The Duke, same team, just add 4 weapons. Watson, a top receiver, 1 good lineman, and a linebacker. And now I still could bring back Ogbah and Gesicki if I wanted to. All of that. And real quick before I get out of here, I'm just gonna see how that works. Watson actually next year is a 35 cap hit because of they still have to pay the guarantees. Two are gonna save you 8. That's a 27 million. So let me just put in 27 million reduction. No, that ain't right. I'm gonna see if I could actually do that. 27 million. Then I'm going to get me a $16 million receiver. Yep, I'm spending the cash. I can care less. 16 mil on a receiver. Give me that one lineman for 15. One lineman for 15. Let me see here. What else was I talking about? 10.1. Nope. Plus, matter of fact, I ain't even mentioned that I get 10 million back because I'm not gonna be spending money. I'm not even gonna have the draft picks. I'm not even gonna have to have the draft picks to work. Yeah, but you still gonna have late rounds. So let's just do 4 million. Oh, well, I need to get my 4 million back. I already calculated that in. So 21 million left. That's Ogba, Jaceki. Then I would go get OJ Howard. 2.2. Forget Jaceki. I'm on a block anyway. Oh, I put 22 million. That is wrong. It's 2.2. And I'm gonna stop right there and fill the rest of the roster. Get my Duke, get Philip Lindsay, go ahead and bring back Elandon Roberts, Beagle, Riley, Eguavon, Scarlett, all them little baby contracts. And that's it. I'm rolling just like that. And if I don't like what I'm seeing, I'm gonna go right back to that. Wait, who did I put 27 million? Why did I have 27 million? Oh, Watson, yeah. I would, and plus he's gonna be a restructured deal anyway. But anyway, I would go right to that left tackle. And I, even if I wanted to save money, I'd get rid of him and still keep that same O line and get even more if I wanted. I'll be just fine. That's what I would do. Watson was 27 million. Yeah, I get it now. Until then, he is target number 1. But hey, man, there's different ways. What's Russell pay? He up there. He actually will be more than Watson if I'm not mistaken. Watson is going to the NFC watch. Maybe. I've asked somebody this today because I'm about to get out of here. I asked somebody this. I said, what team are we going to replace in the playoffs next year, even if we build it up? What team will we replace in the playoffs? And then let's take it a step further. Whatever team we replace, don't forget, what if Watson does come to the AFC? What if Aaron Rodgers comes to the AFC? What if Russell Wilson comes to the AFC? I think two out of those 3 will be in the AFC. And whatever team they go to, they will make the playoffs. 2 of them. So that's why I'm telling you, man. These teams, man, I don't even see how we gonna replace them. We're not replacing Buffalo. We're not replacing the Chiefs. We're not replacing the Bengals. They're gonna be stacked next year. They got just as much money as us with a head start. Not to mention the Chargers probably gonna get back in the fray because they got like 15 million less than us, so that's still right up there with us. Tennessee probably still gonna be back, led by Derrick Henry, getting them in, dominating their division with the Colts and all of them. That's 5 teams. So, man, and those other quarterbacks, who knows, man. Anyway, man, good stuff tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I'm finna get out of here and go ahead and get me some sleep, y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what. Peace. I am out. Love y'all. Good night, good night, good night. All right, let's see. Let me shut this down. Oh, I think it's why is this thing still up? Is it stuck?